What is going on? It's your boy Michael Granados.
And Miguel Meza.
Yep, there's Woof Logik going on right here. This is Woof's Web.
Number 2.
Low key, this is our fucking retake. I need to stop cussing because I forget the whole 5-minute intro thing.
It's all right. We're too low to even be monetized right now.
Yeah. Low key, I'm gonna leave that in because I don't give a damn. But yeah, that's something we need to work on. I gotta stop cussing so damn much, especially in the beginning, because apparently you get demonetized, all that crap, yada yada, boo, whatever. This is our retake because we messed up. I didn't hit the record button because I'm stupid, and this is post-rave stuff right here. We just came back from the festival Beyond Wonderland. My brain ain't thinking right, my neck hurts, but we're doing this for you guys because we love you guys. All right, man. So how was your Beyond experience?
I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, you know why, but we had an amazing ass time. I can't say I like it. There was this one part. We were on our way to go see Midnight Tyrannosaurus, and oh my god, I think for whatever reason, because there's two ways to go about it, because it was stationed off in the Speedway, but the way we were going, it was for some reason it was blocked off. Some girl was getting carried out. It was like a whole mess. So everybody was like going back the other way where we were coming from, and like it was all chaos.
Yeah, I think they blocked off that entrance. I seen the girl getting carried out and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then at some point, like instead of all of us like slowly moving, like it just came to a complete stop. And so from there, it was just like, dude, it was chaos. Like people over here trying to fight. Like, fool, ain't no way in hell you're trying to fight right now in this crowded. Like you can't even swing your arm if you wanted to. But I don't know. Outside of that little hectic area, it was pretty cool. Nostalgics played our song Spiral, which is pretty cool to see. I mean, I was in line to get a drink, but I just went and booked it over there and just recorded that.
Yeah, I mean, at least you were there to see it, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true. You didn't go that day.
No.
Nah, I know. I was missing my boy. I was missing the day ones. I didn't have nobody with me at that time. I was in the VIP area, and I don't know, I was by myself.
Yeah.
But then I linked up with everyone else. It was cool. But yeah, my neck hurts right now. But besides that, earlier in the week, I was designing a new floor plan. I'm pretty excited. Later in the year, I'm gonna be moving to a new house, and we're gonna build like a whole outdoor studio. No, not outdoor, but it's gonna be separate from the house, and it's like much bigger than this. So we're gonna have a new area to record in, new area to work on music and all that.
Yeah, he was showing me the plans this week, and I'm like, man, this looks awesome.
Yeah, I know. I showed my mom. She was like, "You see, you should have been an architect, like I told you." But I don't know. I don't want to go to all that college bull crap. I want to be a DJ, mom.
Yeah.
So yeah, outside of being an architect, though, I wanted to do like so many different ventures. Like I wanted to be in the WWE. I wanted to play football. I wanted to be a movie director, actor. Even though I suck ass at acting, you can't. I'm like so like flat. I don't know. I'm probably better now, but for sure in high school, like in our little videos, like dude, I had no type of charisma or anything like that.
We were just like, I mean, you remember what they were telling me when I was on camera? I'd be like stale and monotone. Still am, but you know what, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm more outside of my shell now. I'm more confident. But yeah, outside of all that stuff, like being in football in high school, real. I was trying to be a football player. Like that was my biggest dream. Play for the Niners. You know what I'm saying? SF. But the coaches there, they just sucked ass.
Yeah, I mean that school had such huge turnaround with like coaches and fucking and players. Like it was no wonder why we were always ass. We were always going 1-9 or 0-10.
It was always varsity that sucked too. Like all the JV and freshmen, they're low key killing it.
Yeah, well, that's because then they realized like, oh, you know what, like our varsity team's ass, and then they end up transferring to like Summit or Harupa Hills or Etowanda or Kaiser, and like I'm like, all right.
How you go from D1 to like D6?
I know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I got out of football before it was time to get into varsity because they play like on Fridays. You know, I'd rather make money and go DJ Friday and Saturday at the house parties and all that. Our first job we got into was what was your first job, Timberland?
No, that was my second. My very first one. Remember when I was working at Coolidge Town as a busboy?
Oh yeah, my boy was a busboy.
They folded my ass. They had me like thinking the first week I'm getting fat tips, and then slowly but surely the tips were getting less and less. The hours were getting less and less, and then I'm just like, F this. So I literally just left. And then that's when you started working at Timberland. You're just like, come over here, just like, you're getting your easy hours. It's the easiest job, and so and I ended up applying through the agency.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know. I never picture myself working at like public areas with
Hmm.
like restaurants, and I don't know. I can't deal with rude ass people. I'll go off on them. But yeah, my first job was Timberland. It was a warehouse, of course. I was just labeling the boot boxes and all that, and bro, I was getting like cut by all the like. That's a dangerous ass job, low key. You be
Yeah,
getting cut. You have the stacks of boxes filled with shoe boxes inside. You gotta open them, label them, open, and like low key, it's a hard ass process. I don't know how the medias be doing it,
for real.
but
Like I'm over here, like I remember like the first week I was there, I was like struggling, and this bitch is like already up like 4 pallets ahead of me. I
yeah,
was
they
like,
got that shit on lock. But I don't know. I was like always like the young dude. There's like at least one or two other young people, but it's always like them old ass ladies. Like they be fucking moving.
yeah,
That's because they don't be talking to each other. They just be, and bro, they'll get mad if like you're just bumping music or just like starting any type of little conversation. Like they be like dogging you.
I mean, it's not my fault, y'all. You're here, like this is the beginning for us.
Fucking robots. They got the shit on lock. But so yeah. But now I mean, like I was just going warehouse to warehouse for a couple of years, dude. Like I don't know. Every warehouse is different. Like you get the super big ones where you're just a number, and then you have like the smaller ones where I prefer those because you're kind of just like more like kind of like family built. Like
Yeah, like you're in the shit
yeah,
together.
you know everyone. You start getting relationships with everyone, whatever.
You're cool with the bosses.
With the bosses. But yeah, the other ones are the big one. I don't know, like Amazon and all that. I don't know if people do that
I
shit.
don't know. I can never.
And they expect you to reach this high quota. Like what the hell. But I don't know. Have you ever been in like any accidents at work?
Not officially, but like I remember I threw out my back like onto like on 2 different occasions working. I'm barely 27, so think about that. I already have like an old ass back from working these stupid ass jobs.
So you didn't watch the video on how to pick up a box or
I
what?
couldn't like these motherfuckers. Like I'm my first month. I'm in the trailers just throwing boxes on the conveyor belt, and obviously you're supposed to lift with your knees, but I got no room to even do that. So, and obviously I gotta smash and hit those trailers. So I'm just like, uh,
So you were offloading by hand or something?
like the first month, and like this old ass cholo head was like, it was because you were partnered up with somebody.
Mm.
One person would take one side of the trailer, and the other part would take the other. And he always had me go on the left. It's like, no, mijo, this is my side. I'm like, all right. Come to find out, it's because all the heavy ass boxes we put on the left side. So this motherfucker was fucking playing my ass. I was like,
Damn. Yeah, bro. I mean, I know there's like some jobs where you're partnered up with people.
mm-hmm.
Dude, I had someone that smelled like piss in there, dude. Like, oh hell no. And it's like hot in summertime. I
Yeah.
gotta smell that. I don't know. I quit that one the next day. I ain't gonna lie. And then there's like jobs where they pay you by trailer, and like I remember I was working at the Home Depot warehouse, and like thankfully it was the end of the day because ain't no way in hell I was touching that.
Yeah.
It was like a trailer came in. It was like AC units, and those things were like 100 pounds each. I swear to God. And like I tried to carry it on my back. Like that's how they wanted you to do it. Carry it on your back.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, I almost like broke. See, I almost broke my back there. I wasn't even trying to carry the little boxes. I almost broke my back with that shit. And so literally when that shift ended, I called off. I was like, I ain't going back in there. Screw that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a time frame where I was going warehouse to warehouse. Finally, I'm in somewhere cool, whatever, as a forklift driver. But low-key, you'd be getting closer to more accidents on a forklift. Like I remember there was this time where I was offloading a trailer, and as I was reversing out, this trailer pulled out, and like literally like my front tires were halfway on the building, halfway hanging off. And man, I was like, should I just drop myself and sue?
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, so my fucking chest would have gotten broke by the steering wheel. But outside of that, there's been hella accidents, but we just haven't been reporting
Yeah.
them. I ain't even tripping.
Especially at our job work right now. Like these motherfuckers are trying to get on it, but people still getting hurt. We have a buddy that's well, he's not even a buddy. He's like we just someone we know. He's suing our job, even though it's his dumbass fault for lifting the fucking trailer ramp.
But yeah, my boys' hands are all gone. Nah, they're not literally all gone, but
They're messed up.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think ever since I started working warehouse, like I've been on this energy drink binge. Like I don't know why. I just love the taste now in general. Like,
Yeah, like we like sometimes like at this point sometimes we don't even like work. It's just more of just like the tasting.
and like low-key, a lot of people don't even know that Monster has more than just those two flavors. But like, there's so many other like flavors. Like they have juice flavors, like non-carbonated, and like This ain't even a Monster sponsorship, but you guys should.
Please. They have the lemonades, the Zero Ultras, which is our favorites. I mean, like, cause they have even a variety of theirs. They have like the strawberry one, the grape one, the watermelon one.
They got like no sugar too. Look,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's still not good for you. But like, yeah, I need to cut that shit out.
Yeah, it's bad for you.
And on top of it, like, I be having to take a shit right away when I drink those, or even coffee in general. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, probably caffeine, but
It just activates your
it's like instant. So like the bathrooms in the warehouse, man, they're all fucked. Especially the truck drivers that be coming in.
Oh my god!
Like, they be bare assing it, not washing their hands. Like, they just be going in there with their flip flops, like the mandals with the Velcro, or the little bikini bottom ones.
They got fucked up ass feet. So you be like looking over under the stall.
Yeah,
They're just going like this.
They're trying to get their big toe is going over their other toe like that. Crusty ass feet. And then fools be in there brushing their teeth because, I mean, they're on the road. So they just go in there brushing their teeth. I don't know how they do that with all the little poop molecules up in the air. Yeah, when we on break, we go in, just get a heat wave of fucking nasty ass
fucking
shit.
culo and shit.
Yeah. And then, or have you ever been in the bathroom where you're going pee and like someone comes in next to you, they're going pee? They're just like, oh, like just peeing with their hand on the wall.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
I'm just like, you good, my boy? You need to go see a doctor.
I'm like, these motherfuckers get too comfortable in these bathrooms.
It hurts them to pee or something.
Or they're in the bathroom and they're fucking on a phone call, like, well, they're fucking blowing ass. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Do this shit after.
That's dude. I know when we know someone's in the shitter and it stings really bad, we just go in there and be so dramatic. We're like, God damn.
And then, or when they try to talk to us, when I go in there, I make sure like no one's in there because like I just like to be doing my business or just get in and get out. But we have this one worker. His name's he's a cholo ass fool. I won't put his name out there, but if you hear him, you know he's known. And this motherfucker has no shame. He's either like taking a piss or dropping his shit, and he's like, "Miguel, is that you, fool?" And I was like, I'm trying not to listen, but obviously he can tell from my shoes, like, "Miguel," I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" You know, oh shit, whatever. And he was just like, "Hey, fool," and he just starts talking to me like randomly, like about random shit, like, "Hey, fool, you ever been paintballing, fool?" And I'm like, "Nah, man." Like, "Oh, you should, fool, it was fun." And then I'm like, and he's while he's talking to me in there, he's blowing ass. I'm like, bruh, I'm just trying to do my shit and get out.
I know. When I be seeing the homies in there, I'll throw like water, like on the paper towel. I go throw the shit.
Yeah,
it be hitting their heads or something, or their phone because they be in there just on their phone posted up.
I think the other day, I think it was like on Friday. I was in there in the bathroom and you walked in and you just turned off the lights. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I'll be turning off the lights on some of them because lucky some people will be doing that shit to me, so I gotta hit them back with it.
Yeah,
I don't care who it is. I'm just do it. But yeah, in reality, dude, like our first real jobs was clean the house on Sunday mornings. I know my mom, like, well, back then, at least when I used to live with her, it's like she'll be bumping her cumbias or her sad Spanish music. I'm like, I gotta go wake up like on Sunday morning. I'm just, they expect you to go out there and just mow the lawn, like, and then what pisses me off is like I'll do everything, but like she be judging my work.
I'm like, they're never happy about what the job. I'm like, what do you expect?
Yeah,
we're kids.
I'm like, you do it yourself then, lady. Nah, but I always kept my room clean at least. But outside, I'm like, I don't give a damn.
You know what I always hated is whenever we would have like guests, or I don't know, maybe this happened to you, but I think it's happened with all Latino households. Like, do you have like guests or there's a party coming over and they make sure like, limpiate tu cuarto, like they're like clean your room, and I'm like,
they ain't even gonna be in here.
Exactly. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't care. You guys gonna look presentable. I'm like, oh my.
Or well, sometimes they do. They want to get like the whole house tour. Like this is my son's room. This is my room. The bathroom.
I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, and that should be pissing me off though. I'm just like, I don't give a damn what they think. I remember before family parties, like we'll have the windows open, that whole air venting out. Had to mow the lawn. I didn't really know how to mow a lawn, and then like I remember one time, you know the weed whackers with the little swinging string, bro. That shit used to cut my shins because I'll keep it too close to me, or like the rocks, like they'll be fucking flying and hitting me.
That's just dangerous.
I used to have like a lot of family parties at my house because we have like a big ass driveway, and so we put like the jumper right there. We had the DJ set up, the tarp. Did you guys used to have like a lot of family parties?
Yeah, we just never would have them in my house because like we didn't have like the space to do it. But like at my cousin's house, we'd always have them all the time over there. Or it was either at my cousin's house or somewhere over there, like in Oxnard or some bullshit. So we'd have to drive out there, and it was always kind of annoying.
Yeah, look, I mean, no, what was annoying is like, okay, we'll go to the house parties or the family parties, and like, I don't know, they always try to force me to dance and shit. Like,
I fucking hated that shit. Like, "Oh, baila con tu prima." I'm like, I don't want to dance. She don't want to dance either. Like, why y'all making us do this shit? Fucking like dancing like monkeys for y'all or some shit.
yeah, bro, like I'll be sitting down, like you got the tia trying to drag you up, you're just there, they're pulling you
Yeah,
by the arm, just like no, no, and it's like so forced. It's like, dude, you're gonna have me standing right there, and they know I'm not gonna dance, so I'll be
yeah,
standing up there with them. I'll just be like hitting the little two step, just like looking like I don't want to be there, and they still like having the time of their lives trying to,
yeah,
they're pistol and shit.
yeah. I'm fucking drunk ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of dance a little bit more now, but I don't know. I don't know Spanish music like that, or at least I know it, but like I don't. I got no type of rhythm.
Yeah, and then when I would dance, I'm like they roast me before. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you want me to do then? At least I'm out here.
Yeah, or I hated having to dress all nice with the button up and all that. It's like, just let me wear my hoodie with the hood on,
Yeah,
and I have my long hair back then. So like my mom wanted to give me a haircut every single time. Like fool, I remember I cried one time because you made me cut my hair. But I was like 10 years old. But I just love long hair. Well, back then at least.
hmm.
Now I can't deal with that shit. I be getting hot. But have you ever been in any quinces?
I've been in two for both my cousins, and my oldest cousin, they went pretty well. But for my second cousin, my cousin Esme's quince, like the baile sorpresa, we fucked that shit up so bad. I felt so bad because like we had obviously like you spent like basically a damn near like the whole summer learning how to do the fucking dance and shit.
Mhm.
There comes times out like everybody all of a sudden is like fumbling around, they forget, and I'm like, damn, you look like fucking idiots over here. I felt so embarrassed for her.
For real, did they give you like a dance instructor? Or you guys just taught yourselves?
No, we had a dance instructor, man. I had the biggest crush on her. She had the well, I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
had a crush on her.
I remember I was in one of my neighbors' quinces, and like that fool, like they had a dance instructor,
Yeah.
and like that fool would always get mad at all of us because we always just be fucking around. And like that fool gave me a nickname Hercules because I was the smallest one in the group. Like I was always the young one in the group for whatever.
Yeah.
And that fool he called me Hercules. And
Because you look scrawny or something?
yeah, I was scrawny with long hair. But I don't know, quinces were pretty lit. At least the practices. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I had always had a great time at the practices.
Yeah, I even went. I had one in Idaho with my cousins out there.
Mm-hmm.
I was in their quince, and like Loki, I only had that weekend. I think it was that weekend to learn how to do all that. And I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
Wait, was it that weekend you went for the wedding, or is that a different time?
No, that's a different one. But yeah, I went out there, low key, like that shit was funny. Like I was talking to this girl on MySpace. It was
Mhm.
like one of their friends, and so like we're all like flirting, conversating back and forth. And then when I get there, food, we don't even talk to each other.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we weren't even talking or anything. I'm just like, damn, you a bitch.
I mean, nah, that's just how kids are. Like, you know how, like, when, I don't know if you're going to, like, the school dances, but guys would be on one side and girls would be on there because, like, for whatever reason, we're all just fucking bunch of bitches don't want to dance with the girls.
Yeah,
And then your homie would try to push them, like, hey, fool, back off, back off, chill.
yeah, we're all talk back then.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Quinces are. I used to DJ at Quinces too. Actually, like,
Mm-hmm.
I was about to ask were you a DJ back then, but you weren't.
Nah.
Yeah, I was DJing quinceañeras. Like, it was so hard because like I would always get requests. I'm just like, damn, I don't know what the hell you're requesting right now. They be talking to me in Spanish too. Like, I'm a no sabo ass fool. I don't know Spanish for crap. And so like I would just play like other DJs mixes that my friends would give me, and like just let it run with it.
Yeah.
And they always be like, "Can I connect my phone?" Like, no,
No
fool,
fool.
I don't have that cable. But outside of like the quinceañeras, like the family parties were usually cool. They like hip hop and all that,
Yeah.
and they would always hook it up with like free tacos and free whatever food they had. And I was DJing for this one guy too. He had a company, like a DJ company. It was
Mhm.
like all professional. You had to wear like button up shirt and tie. And like I was DJing at like Macy's, like a lot of like the malls, and we would get paid with like what do they call it? The little tester colognes. They would give us
Oh,
like a
like
little
sample ones?
sample ones. They would give us like boxes of those, and I would just sell it like on OfferUp or whatever. I don't know. Lucky, I regret doing that.
Yeah.
Like
It sounds like you got played, fool.
yeah, give me the money, man. I ain't trying to get paid with no cologne. But that's how that shit works. I don't know.
Yeah.
from there, I was trained to like wear like all that. So sometimes I would wear it to school because I was in high school when I was doing
Mm-hmm.
it. I would wear like the shirt and tie to school. I don't know. I thought I was big pimping or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I stopped doing that because I think I did realize that I wasn't getting paid right.
Yeah.
And then what's it called, outside of those events, like I was still doing the house parties, and I know like I was like the only EDM DJ at them. Like no one else was fucking with EDM for some reason. I think it was a big wave like in '09 to like 2012, like back when Gotham City was a thing and all that, and DJ
Yeah.
Blend was cracking.
The Jersey Shore stuff for sure was like big influence at the
Hmm.
time.
Yeah, and then the wave kind of died, and then so I was like the only one keeping EDM alive at parties. So like it was kind of like a good and bad thing because some people that like they're kind of like closet fans of EDM, like they weren't so open about it. And
Yeah.
now that it's a trend, everyone's finally like going to all the raves and they're finally expressing their interest in it and whatever.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I've always been into music and this and that. I'm like, well, where were y'all like fucking in high school?
Yeah, I could have been supporting me
Where
and
were
all
y'all with the
that.
10 toes down?
But no, it was pretty cool because like it was always nice getting like your props, like playing like shit like dubstep or whatever, and like people be like, "Damn, fool, I haven't heard that in a minute," or like,
Yeah.
"Damn, you're the only one dropping that stuff." Like it's cool. I don't know. I kind of read the crowds though, because sometimes there'll be parties where it's like like if you don't play hip hop, like they're gonna fuck you up or something,
Yeah.
or they're just gonna be bitching the whole time. But then there's sometimes where you get the crowd where it's just like you see them vibing, jumping up and down, all that. So I kind of like played the middle ground stuff where it's like back when twerk trap was like big. I think it
Mhm.
was like what 2012 to 2015. It was
Like
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 popping.
like old.com stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that. And so I don't know. It was pretty cool mesh. Um, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of know who knew their shit. Like that's why I respect the real DJs like who can read a crowd, and that's why like I mean I've always respected Layback Luke, but when I heard him play Bless the Bottle at Energy that one year,
Bruh, I was so fucking like jealous. I'm like, this fool knows what's up.
yeah, bro. Like he was in the Dino dropping "Bless the Bottle." Like that was like the anthem back then at the
That's an
time.
IE anthem because no one else plays it outside of IE.
Yeah, like I think it was a viral clip, and I was like, damn, my boy. Like he ain't even from the U.S. and like he
Yeah.
he knows this shit.
I get I guess I'm super respect with him. I think Afrojack does it too, where he reads the crowds.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame that like I don't know, you don't see like those artists on the lineups as much
I
anymore.
know, and it makes sense because like these guys, they're here trying to make a performance, and they're like basically their mindset like you're here to see me, so this is what I'm gonna play, which is fair.
Hmm.
But at the same time, like you want people to still stick around. If they're not really fucking with like some of the stuff. Obviously, your originals you're gonna play them, but if it's like the other stuff from other people, like switch it up here and there.
Yeah, so I mean, I know when we first started, like I was playing a lot of like mashups and edits, like
Hmm.
of like hip hop or just like old school rock. Like I think we kind of stopped doing that as much. Like, Loki, I think now that like remixes and edits are kind of like popping on like TikTok and all that, we for sure should start doing that again.
Yeah, I remember when we played that show for Yami 2. Like you did, I forget what edit it was, but it was like super popping, and then like the DJ after was trying to do the same shit.
When?
When we played the Yami 2 show, like it was like it was like the acapella from this one song, but you were mixing it with something else too, and like everyone was super like vibing because it was like a catchy ass vocal. I forget what song it was, but then
Was it that Cruella one or no? Am I tripping?
no, it wasn't Corella. I forget what it was.
Oh well, yeah. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I remember back then, like I had so much fun doing that, and like I don't know, I kind of stopped doing it, but we gotta start doing
Yeah.
it.
He has like this who has like the best ideas for mashups. He'll think of like the most randomest thing and it works.
Yeah, that's my goal actually. Eventually, is to like when we start Patreons, like I want to make like edits and shit, and
Hmm.
just like put them on the Patreon. That way, at least we're giving back something to people,
Yeah.
and it would be cool if like other artists start playing them and all that. Because there was a wave where you started doing that, but now with like SoundCloud and all these like streaming platforms, like you can't even like upload that stuff. You get copyright,
Yeah.
or they'll take your account down. But I think I'm gonna make an extra account for that. Did you see that new Hard Summer lineup?
Man, that shit looks fire. And to be fair, like me and him were like we made a decision like, hey, we're not gonna do hard this year. I'm like, all right, cool. But even though it was like they kept announcing that it's gonna be in LA. I'm like, still not gonna do hard. And then they put out the lineup, and he literally messages me at work like, "We're going." I was like, "Fuck!" And I look at the lineup like, "Damn, we have to go."
Yeah, dude. Like I feel like okay, Hard Summer was its own thing before
Yeah.
Insomniac took over it, and so like Insomniac, like you could tell it was more EDM
Mm-hmm.
only, and it was kind of like getting the same lineups as Insomniac would get. But back then, like Hard Summer, like made it a thing. Like, oh, we're not a rave, we're a music festival. And so when we saw this one, it was just like the perfect blend of like what the old artists used to have, or the types of like rappers they have now. It's just like, damn, like I haven't seen a lineup like this for Hard Summer in so long. Like
Yeah.
it's so like different from what we're used to.
They brought in, and then they brought in like a bunch of like even like DJs that you haven't really even seen in Insomniac lineups in a while. They have fucking Skrillex and Fortet.
Hmm.
This motherfucker doesn't even do like like events like this anymore.
Yeah, or they got the boy Luda, got Luda and Fat Joe.
And you Kid Cudi.
Oh yeah, Kid Cudi's coming back. But I mean, and they're bringing it back to the LA Coliseum, and what they haven't had like a big like rave like that
In LA, like since like
since,
EDC.
yeah, since the whole EDC thing back in 2010. What was it that one that young girl like she died or something like
Yeah,
that?
she passed away.
Yeah, crazy times back then. So don't fuck it up this year.
Yeah, test your shit, drink lots of water. Just be responsible.
Yeah, look out for one another. They're
Yeah.
for sure. They're giving out like free testers. I think at the festivals. I think
Yeah,
they're
the
giving-
end overdose, which is pretty cool. We can find out quick if it's anything fentanyl related. Boom, just have them take these things, and if it's at least fentanyl, like they'll be safe. It's not, then at least they know how to handle the other stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And I think even some of the rave stores around here, like you can get your free stuff, like
Yeah.
or not free. I think they charge, but it's nothing. I mean, better safe than sorry.
Yeah, there's every reason to be safe at these events, regardless if it's EDM or not. It's just a matter of you guys being like responsible.
Yeah, there was like a couple of years back to back where like people were just dying at them. I think it was EDC every year, like someone would die or two people would die.
Yeah, and we're just like, what the hell? Like, can't people like take care of themselves?
Yeah, I mean they moved it. It used to be in June back then, and it was like so hot. I remember our first year going, dude. It was like, God damn, it was like under the circuit grounds mega structure.
It was like nighttime and it's like 105 degrees. I'm like, what the fuck is this weather?
Yeah, bro, you feel like it's musty in there. It's all hot, but now it's all open air, so that's cool.
But that was like super hit and miss because sometimes the weather be perfect. Other times it's like cold as shit and it's like, what the fuck, dude?
I mean, I remember back then at EDC when that girl had died. I remember like I was watching on YouTube and all that, like her face was all bloody. Or was that even the same girl? Because I keep hearing different stories.
I don't think so.
Well, people were just hopping fences, all that. It was crazy back then
Yeah.
for sure. And like even when it took it to like the house parties and the all ages clubs that they used to have back then, like that was just a crazy time to be out partying and all that. Like I was hearing stories at Gotham City, like people getting injected with drugs. Like,
Yeah, I remember hearing that. I was like, well, what the hell? Who would do that?
yeah, low key, I'm over here still trying to go. I was in middle school, like 6th grade.
Yeah.
Like, damn, thank you, mom, for not letting me out. But yeah, like, I mean, it's crazy to even think that all age clubs were a thing back then. Like, because I knew, like, I saw old ass fools there, and there's like 13-year-old girls there.
Yeah.
It's like the mesh of youngsters and the old heads. Like that's just straight up
That was
weird.
just weird.
low-key.
It was weird.
Like now looking back at it, yeah. And I mean, I used to want to throw one myself. I'm just like, damn, the amount of trouble you could have gotten if like something bad happened,
Yeah.
like to a minor, and like I don't know, it's just crazy back then. Like there was a whole different breed back then of people. Like people were just trying to party, and Project X for sure, like was a big influence on people back then.
Yeah, I remember like that whole summer people were trying to like make a Project X type party, and like I don't think anyone ever was super successful in actually getting it done. But
Yeah, hell no. They would call their party Project X Part 10, Part 12, Part 13. Like we'll come up with a different name already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think like a lot of people are doing like house parties, like they have the whole business mindset going and shit. Especially me. I mean, like I used to throw house parties myself, and like I remember like it was like a whole business going on. Like no one does this anymore, by the way. Like I don't know, maybe I just don't see it.
no, they for sure died off. I don't know if people just stopped caring on doing house parties, but like it's not a thing anymore. I for sure don't see any more like flyers or anything like that.
Yeah, because back then, like the big tool to promote your parties was Facebook or even MySpace. But Facebook was when I started, at least. Like
Yeah.
I was over here getting people's Facebook accounts, their email password, and just like sending out invites because you used to create like an event page and then
Mm-hmm.
you would put the flyer on there, the information, and people who put that they're going or maybe interested and then not going. And like, dude, like I remember for the Halloween party I had like over 1,000 people press attending. And bro, that shit was crazy. Like
Yeah.
it got shut down in an hour and a half, and I still made like $1,000. And I was only charging $1 if you're wearing a costume, or like I think $5 if you weren't, because I really wanted people to go in costume.
Yeah.
Like that was my theme back then. Is like it's so hard to like try to get people to follow along with whatever theme you're going with.
I'm like, come on, like you're here to have some fun. At least like do along. Don't be like too cool to like to do whatever like the thing tells
Yeah,
you.
I remember like I had like a lingerie party because that was kind of like one of the trending themes is like a lingerie party. And
Yeah.
I feel like two girls pulled up in lingerie.
Oh, the poor girls.
Yeah, I know it's so weird back then how everything worked. But yeah, dude, like no one's even doing that anymore. Like I don't know if these kids just aren't thinking big enough, or if like it just died off. Like no one cares a fuck about partying. They just want to just smoke weed and just chill.
I think it's just them not having different interests now, as like a whole like generation. Because back then that was our thing, just having house parties, getting like messed up, you know.
Yeah, and there were for sure like bigger influences, like helping people like think like that. Like how Rowdy A was like
Yeah.
a big influence, or like remember DJ Ed to the Gur?
Oh my god, he had like before because he was the one throwing the Fontana house parties, and then he stopped, and then you started doing them.
Yeah, like I remember. I mean, I started I started the whole shuffling SOS thing like
Mm-hmm.
as a shuffle group, and then I was just like, damn, I really want to throw parties, and like we're completely capable, and so like it started off with my homie's birthday party. His name's Pablo. Well, I don't even know if I should put his name out there. Well, who gives a damn? I'm pretty sure he won't care. But yeah, it was for his birthday, and like it was after school, the last day of school too. So it was pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
we got out of school, we're about to go have this party, and like I literally wasn't even. It was free. Like I didn't charge nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think of like how long it was gonna be. Like that we're gonna start doing that, but we threw it there at his house. And like dude, this shit was packed as hell. Like we even had to end it at 12 because his mom like
She was like, yes, that's it.
she was like, you guys gotta end it at 12, and I was like, damn. But low key it could have gone longer, but we didn't. I don't know. We didn't think that it was gonna be anything crazy.
Yeah.
And people were already showing up like at 6 p.m. Like I still got video of it. Like people were there at 6 p.m. and like that shit didn't even start till like 7 or 8. And from there, I was just like, all right. Well, I even hired a security guard. Like back then, I'm telling you, like people try to make it as official as they could, but it was like still like illegal. Like it was a house
Yeah.
party. So I had security guards. I had like um bigger DJs that like played like the clubs. And so I even had like 2 DJ setups a lot of the parties because like I would have one DJ bring his own and then another bring his own, and like because they didn't, I don't know, some DJs don't like sharing equipment and all that, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, that's
Like you
fair.
just have random ass people play on your equipment. I don't know. So we had 2 DJ setups a lot of the time, and like um I started doing multiple parties after that, and like for a whole year, like those shits were cracking. And like I still kept doing it after, but like I started venturing out of Fontana. Like I was just starting to go all around the IE after that.
Yeah.
Like I would have to find. It was such a bitch to find a house, and like sometimes they'll cancel on you the week of, or like you'll do it at their house, and the parents won't even realize that like it's a house party going
Yeah.
on. So I would pay like $100 sometimes, or like 250, and so it would be cool when you land like a pool party. But I remember there was this like one in Fontana, like it was like by the cherry area where like all the truckers are and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like those houses have like a lot of land. And there was this one party where it's like it looked like an auto shop almost. It was like a long driveway, and then in the back is just like a whole ass anchor. Like not all of it's concrete, but they had a lot of cement there. Like,
Yeah.
and I remember like that thing went on so long, like because you can't really hear music from the front. And then out of nowhere, this fight breaks out, and people just start grabbing the tools and bam, bam, hitting each other with it.
What the fuck?
And I remember the party went from inside the party to outside, like in the front of the street.
Yeah.
And apparently this fool got stabbed or whatever. And like, I guess he died. I didn't stay there the whole time because I just really wasn't trying to deal with cops.
Yeah.
But I remember just seeing like the whole fight break out, and this fool's on the floor, was like stabbed, and like all these other his homies or whatever are like all on top of him, just trying to hold the blood. Like I called the cops though. I at least called so that they came to take care of him, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I find out later that he died. But I remember after that party, we went to the McDonald's down the street, and like I didn't even realize it, but I had blood like on my shirt, and I was like, ugh. Like house
Yeah.
parties are crazy. Like I've seen so many fights, or like some fool. I remember there's this one time this fool came with a fucking like shotgun or something. He just came and just shot up in the air, and I was in the front, like all just like I went to the side of the house because I was like charging people at the front, and I was like, hell, no, I ain't about to get blasted over here. I've seen a lot of like of gun wars, like motherfuckers just shooting at each other, and there was this one time where, oh yeah, it was like a small backyard in the Dirty Dino. There was like a whole fight breaking out, and some fool grabbed the Nas thing and hit this girl in the head. Boom. She hit straight in the head, bro. It's like, dude, like you girls gotta stop getting in between of these guy fights. Like, just let it happen. You're not gonna start shit.
Like if your man's fighting, just let him handle his business. Because the last thing he wants is you getting in a fight and all of a sudden you get knocked out.
Yeah, bro. She got bopped in the head. She had a big ass ball right here and shit. And the security guard there just started pepper spraying the whole party. So I'm over here fucking dying, bro. Like like I've never experienced pepper spray, but damn, that shit's lethal.
Yeah.
You just everyone just getting pepper spray like we're fucking roaches in the backyard.
Oh, that's funny.
Bro, that shit's crazy. I'll never forget that story. But there's been hella crazy shit going on. There's no wonder like people don't want to do that shit no more.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different crowd back then.
Yeah. Like sometimes I wouldn't even be able to find, like I would use abandoned houses sometimes. I even thought about taking a generator, but we got lucky. Like there would be electricity there for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, parties were crazy. Like even for locals were a thing back. Well, they're still a thing, but back then they used to have caffeine, so that shit was fucking people up, and people would just be passing out, vomiting.
Those are crazy because people like even now like the regular Four Locos, people are still getting messed up. So imagine having caffeine in them.
Yeah, bro, you're definitely in store for a hangover. Jungle juice. I remember one time like I drank some jungle juice and like I was like, damn, I can't even taste the alcohol, bro.
Yeah, that's dangerous as fuck.
And then I just was drinking. I threw up in my cousin's car. I feel so bad. She cleaned it. EDM was pretty popping back in the day. We caught the tail end of like I guess when partying and all that was like popping. It was like at its peak. We caught the tail end, so it was short lived. But those couple years that we were in it was like banging.
Yeah.
And MOOMBAHTON was like one of the big genres because Moonchi was like he was going off back then.
Yeah, like it was like back then it was all the rage. Like now, like people are like, what the hell is that? Like MOOMBAHTON. I'm like, if you guys know, you would hear what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not as big of a genre anymore. Like there's still some people keeping it alive, of course, like Gesture, but for sure, like the love for MOOMBAHTON, like it doesn't have its popularity as it should.
Yeah,
because I remember Moonchi, I think he came out with the album on Mad Decent.
Mm-hmm.
And those are some of my favorites till this day. Like we're gonna have them. So actually, I think that's a good transition. We should probably just go into Off the Web.
Yeah.
Because we didn't record it last time, but we recorded something this morning. So you're gonna see us with the same fits and all that. And I'm gonna upload it right now. But we had to actually spin the wheel last week, but I thought we didn't. And so it landed on MOOMBAHTON. So I think it's a good segue to get into this week's Off the Web because it actually ended up being MOOMBAHTON.
Yeah.
And I think this time I'm willing to risk it because I don't know if we're going to get taken down or demonetized for this shit. But we're going to try to play the music here for you this time. So start it up.
All right.
We'll go with Miguel's top. Or did we start with you last time?
Yeah.
All right, we'll start with me this time. Then we'll go back and forth. All right, so let's see. Let's get the popping. And unfortunately, a lot of these titles are like in Spanish or like they're gonna be in Spanish. So I'm for sure butcher the hell out of these sometimes. But this one is called Cocoa Tea by Flying Buff and Morello. Is that a good level? Hopefully it's a good level. Sorry we fuck up your ears. I'm probably gonna skim through it so we wouldn't take so long. Yeah, bro, I love that little. All right, so that's number 5. let's go to number 4. Munchi Sandungueo. Hopefully I didn't fuck that shit up. See, this is one of the ones I grew up on for sure. Yeah, bro. I remember hearing that at a house party, and I was like, damn, that shit's sick.
Yeah.
I was Ed to the Girl playing that too, actually.
Just say, I don't have to do that.
I know. I miss you. All right. This one's called Con Ese Culazo by Happy Colors and Daniel.
The GOAT.
Yep. Let's check it.
Mira como yo te gusto. Mira como yo te gusto. Mira como yo te gusto. Te compro un trago, te pido tu número.
Bro, Muma needs to come back, man. That shit's just...
It's probably should, like, you know, I mean, how people are like fucking with like Latin music right now, and like
True.
it's the perfect way to vibe into it.
True. Well, if you guys haven't heard of Gesture, he has this party called Group Chat, and even a label is called Group Chat, but he has this party every month at Academy. You guys should check that out. I mean, that's the closest thing you're gonna get to this style right now, I think.
Yeah.
In the LA area at least. But
they're super popular. They're having one this. Well, by the time this comes out, it already passed, but they're coming out with one.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, if you're interested in that, make sure to check that out. But here it is.
Tan fácil, mujer. Tan fácil, mujer.
Yeah, bro, the drums on these songs, fucking crazy, man. We need to fucking make some drums like that shit.
Yeah.
All right, the next one, number 2, is Two Delinquents, Mueve las Caderas. All right. Ah, damn.
Fucking bop.
Yeah, bro, this shit's getting me hyped now to do the live stream with the MOOMBAHTON.
You guys just wait on it.
And like I tried to avoid like the bootlegs, the ones that aren't official remixes, because I want to put these on our Spotify playlist. I know we didn't specify it last time, but in the description below, we're gonna have the Spotify playlist of like all these songs that we put in our off the webs.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna take them down, so I want them to be there forever. For at least like in case the new listeners, they go back and listen to our old shit, they can go to the playlist and go to the very bottom and still see those songs there. But yeah, I mean, I'm hyped to do this live stream. We're gonna include all the bootlegs for sure, and that's where the bops are made, because like there be some underground artists that are like so creative and like they can't put their shit officially released because it's bootlegs.
Yeah.
And here's number 1 by the GOAT again, Munchi, Pero que lo que mujer.
Damn. I fucking love this song.
Same.
Plátano.
Good times, good times. Time is mad decent. They don't release as much anymore.
Nah.
They need to bring it back, dude. Now that I see, no, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's an artist there. I'm like, damn, I forgot he used to do this shit.
I did too. That's why I was like, damn, because when he told me, like, when we looked him up, I'm like, fuck, who else made Moombahton? I'm like, oh, wait, this motherfucker. This is how he got big. It was because of that shit. But I'll get to him right now. For number 5 is also from the GOAT, Munchi, Palo Under. This song is another bop.
Ustedes quieren seguir perreando.
Freaking GOAT.
Yeah. If you're making Moombahton now, send us that shit.
Yeah.
Hit our promo email because I mean if you know it, you know like a lot of this shit is old. Like it's like throwback shit right here.
Yeah. So if you got stuff for the live stream, send it to us.
Yeah, put us onto some new stuff, some Moomba core, whatever, don't matter.
This is number 4, GTA DJ Too Late with our boy Alien Boy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty, not recent, but it's a newer one. And it's a pretty good one.
Woo!
Yeah, so there's that one. And for number 3, I have Happy Colors, El Diablo. Those motherfuckers go to 2.
That shit sounds like so old.
I know, this is an old ass song. This came out like 8, 10 years ago. I forget, I remember that.
Yeah, ready.
Diablo.
So like, it has like the old school sound to it too, but it's like, this is the shit out like that was coming out when we were listening to it. Woo. For number 2, I have Fight Club and Ape Drums, the Happy Color remix, because the original is not considered Moombahton, but this one is, so I had to put it on.
That's right. Ghost Ride the Whip.
And then for number 1, you guys might may have not known this if you're a new EDM listener, but Dylan Francis was actually, that's how he got big, was because of Moombahton. He used to be a Moombahton artist. He still plays it here and there in the sets, but not no more. And this song, number 1, is him, Dylan Francis, and Skrillex, Bun Up the Dance.
A little fire, no give me the light, no give
hit those sirens.
So that's my number 5.
Numero 5. It would be cool. We find like a cool middle ground of like Moombahton and some new stuff that we're coming up with.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's this week's edition of Off the Web. Be sure to check out the live stream. Is there anything we should close off with? Like I know we got some big collabs. Oh, we just confirmed a pretty big collab this weekend.
So I mean it's probably our biggest collab to date. I mean, I'm like, wow, like we really doing that.
Yeah, we don't want to get too much because what if it doesn't happen? Then we're gonna look like some fools.
Yeah.
But nah, we for sure have been in the works with some big artists on some collabs this year, and we even got confirmation on an EP release with the big label. Yeah, it's gonna be a big year.
Yeah, I'm really excited. We have a lot of stuff in work. Like we've been quiet, but there's been a reason we've been quiet. We like to work in silence.
Yeah, it's all about quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we can close this week.
Quick shout out to Nostalgic and Soft is Hard for playing our songs. That hard, that Ultra and that Beyond this weekend.
Yeah, Soft is Hard dropped a couple of our songs at Ultra Miami Music Festival. I think what's the next big one's EDC, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been talking about EDC last episode on this one, but I mean, shit, we're excited.
Like I think so. It's gonna happen.
Hell yeah! All right then, guys. Thank y'all for listening, watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified on YouTube. Follow us on all our socials. I'm gonna put in the description below. And yeah, I think that's it. So peace out, y'all.
Laters.